right, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome everyone to this webinar. Thank you so much for joining our webinar on driving business impact in 2026 with Microsoft Artificial Intelligence. My name is Gift and I'll be your anchor for today. Now, before we proceed, I would like to share some housekeeping notes. So first, the session is being recorded so that we can make the recording available to you at the end of the meeting. Also, I'm very sure that you've noticed that all attendees are muted and your videos are off. So if you have any questions, you have any comments, or you would like to share feedback during the course of the presentation, please feel free to drop those questions, those comments in the chat window. We'll be attending to your questions during the course of the meeting. So today we're going to be exploring strategies to help you win with AI in 2026. And we have a very exciting agenda for you today. So first, we're going to start with an introduction. We're going to be exploring the AI landscape in 2026. We're also going to be looking at the right strategy to help you build competitive advantage with AI. We'll look at key enablers for successful AI adoption. We are going to deliver a live demo session, of course. We're going to be attending to all your questions, all your comments during the course of an interactive Q&A session. And of course, we're going to help you get started with AI through the right steps. So I'd like you to meet our speakers for today. First, we have myself, Gift Chukwudi, your anchor for the day, as well as a customer excellence strategist here at Reliance Infosystems. We also have Ayad Ali, our technology adoption and account manager at Reliance Infosystems Egypt. We also have Steve Quadri, our modern workplace cloud solutions advisor from Reliance Infosystems Egypt. Hi, Ayad. How are you doing today?
Hi, Gift. All good. Thank you very much. And thanks everyone for joining. Let me start by taking control. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you're joining us from. Welcome everyone, and thank you for being here today. We're truly excited to have you with us for this high impact session. Let me go through a quick introduction on who we are and what we do. So Reliance Infosystems Egypt is part of a globally recognized organization operating in 11 markets worldwide, focusing on Microsoft technologies and solutions. And our mission is to help organizations in Egypt and Middle East and everywhere in the world to accelerate their digital transformation journey and achieve measurable business outcomes. So we bring strong technical depth with 6 Microsoft solution designations and 19 Microsoft advanced specializations covering modern workplace, security, infrastructure, data and AI, digital and app innovation, and business applications. And so Reliance Infosystems has been recognized globally, winning the Microsoft Partner of the Year award 8 times, which reflects our commitment to excellence and customer success. Again, our mission mainly is to support enterprises with end-to-end Microsoft cloud solutions, consulting, implementations, and ongoing technology adoption services, and helping customers modernize, stay secure, and unlock the AI values. So at Reliance Infosystems, we specialize in 4 key areas, and these are the AI and people transformation, operations and insights, cyber defense, and cloud services. So the first pillar helps us to help businesses to transform with new technologies and support them in the integration and the AI and their internal collaboration tools. And the second pillar is to help improving the operations to make companies more efficient by using the ERP, CRM, Power Platform, or custom applications. And the third pillar, of course, to support securing your business with advanced protection. And fourth pillar is to support your business scaling your infrastructure to your needs with migrations to the cloud. Before I hand it over to Saif, I want everyone to make sure you stay with us until the end of today's session, as we will have a very special announcement prepared exclusively for our attendees. So thank you all once again for joining us. And now, to take us deeper into today's topic, I will hand it over to Saif. Saif, the floor is yours.
Riyad. Thank you, Iyad and Gift, for the introduction. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you again for joining us in today's webinar. Again, I'm Saif Qadri from Reliance Infosystems team, and it's great to have you all here today. Again, as we mentioned, or as the title of the webinar is stating, this is about how AI can be driving more business impact for us as businesses, not just talking about AI in theory. We're just here to cut through the noise and start seeing the real opportunities and how these opportunities can be also associated with risks that we need to watch out for, and also understand how can we deal with these kind of associated risks. And over the past few years, AI has already gone from something we read about to something now we are experiencing every day, either in the way we work, the way we even communicate with each other, and also the speed at which businesses need to operate. So again, as my colleagues mentioned, feel free to drop any questions, any feedback or comments you may have in the chat, and we will be picking up them during the session and during the Q&A section. So with that, let's jump and explore the AI landscape together. Before also discussing the strategies and what does it mean to be on an AI transformation journey, how do you know that your company is already undergoing an AI transformation in a way or another? Would like to have a quick look on the numbers, statistics, some recent statistics. The studies shows that by late 2025, 1 in 6 people globally were already using generative AI solutions in their daily lives. So it can be for business purposes, personal purposes, anything. So also, we here in Egypt specifically, or in the region, there is 1 in 8 people are already using AI tools. So already the appetite is there. Already people are accepting and seeing the value out of this huge technology. And it's already becoming a part of everyday work and life. So the message is simple. AI isn't the future anymore. It's the present. And before we continue as well, we'd like to understand where do you stand from these numbers, from the attendees. So we'll be launching a quick poll for everyone. So please take a few seconds to respond and share your thoughts in this poll. Of course, your input will help us to tailor the discussion based on your wherever you are stands in the AI journey. So I think we can give you a few moments. Okay. So now that we have seen a numbers perspective that there is an AI appetite globally for everyone. Everyone is already seeing AI value, and the adoption is rising either again globally or even in Egypt. But the real question, and back to the main title of today's webinar, how to leverage the power of this technology and driving more business value, how this can be impacting us as companies or as businesses, either in the employees' productivity, the business processes, routine tasks, workflows, and all these kind of areas within any business, despite their industry. And again, you may be already having a question, how do I know that I already started my AI transformation or not? Even how do I start planning or build a strategy for having a proper AI adoption within my company? So we believe that every company is already on a journey to become a frontier firm. And simply a frontier firm is any company that is already using AI in a way or another, either by having their employees using generative AI tools, the chat AI tools that everyone may be already using as ChatGPT, Gemini, even Copilot Chat, whatever the tool, or even more advanced than this by starting customizing and automating workflows and so on and so forth. So we categorize these phases the journey to become a frontier firm, or in other words, the journey for an AI transformation into three phases. The first phase is a human with an AI assistant, which is simply every employee is having their own AI assistant that helps them work faster and better by just getting information more faster, for example, asking questions and get responses on how to do specific tasks, and so on and so forth. And on the second level, or the more advanced levels of having AI more integrated into your operations by starting giving tasks for these AI solutions to start executed. So, for example, if we're looking about, let's take an example about an HR department. So let's say that I'm working in a company and I need to submit my work leave or my personal leave. So traditionally, what I would do is I will open, if there is a specific portal that I need to do this, I will open the portal, I will need to submit my vacation and so on and so forth. But in a human-led agents pattern, what you will do is that agents can handle specific cycles from this life cycle. So for example, I will ask the agent that I'll need to leave for a specific period, and then the agent will do the rest of the tasks by accessing already the portal and submitting my request. And even if there is something that needs to be approved from my manager, it will complete the whole cycle until I get a notification, for example, that my request leave is approved. The same applies, or last but not least, in the very last pattern, or the advanced one, which is totally the operations handled by the agents with the human directions. So let's say that you are working in a customer service department, and starting by the customer service journey, usually it starts by having a service request from a customer, despite their channel is either from your own website, WhatsApp, anything. And until the case is resolved, these agents can handle the overall life cycle of the service request. So these are the three patterns that we see any organization undergoing their AI transformation journey is on either one of these three patterns. And again, of course, this won't be a linear journey. So organizations already will have teams and functions operating at all levels. And no matter where you are, we at Reliance Infosystems, we can help you build the base for the AI and even accelerate it depending on your business needs, your business requirements across all the areas. Okay, so far we have been talking more about the big picture, how to build a strategy for the AI, or how to assess your current posture and where do you want to go. But now let's dig more deeper and get more practical and see the solutions from the Microsoft ecosystem that empowers your organization to achieve all what we have discussed so far. So as you can see, there are different categories when it comes to the AI solutions available in the Microsoft portfolio, depending on the type of the outcome that we are looking for. And it's categorized depending on this, of course, starting by the every employee, or mainly what's related to the employee's productivity and collaboration. You can see the starting from the operating system level, the Windows Copilot that already comes embedded with Windows operating system, and even the one available within the Edge browser to the most popular one, which is the M365 Copilot. And this will be our main topic today, the M365 Copilot. We'll dig deeper into it and see some real scenarios on how this can be beneficial and what differentiates this solution from any available solution in the market. Moving to another types of Copilots, which is Microsoft somehow fine-tuned what we call the general productivity copilot, which is the M365 copilot, to do specific tasks for functions or business units that maybe their employees require specific skills. For example, I'll give an example by the finance people. So of course, in addition to the traditional day-to-day tasks by either replying to emails, attending meetings, and so on and so forth, finance people usually do more than that, very specific tasks to their business. Either reconciliation, collection, they need to make sure that the numbers are correct and forecast and so on and so forth. These kind of specific skills that are required for these type of business functions. So Microsoft already as well customized function copilots for these type of functions, as the finance copilot, the sales copilot as well, and even the customer service copilot. And for the IT and security operation teams as well, Microsoft have what we call the security copilot, which can be really beneficial for these business units to help them understand and assess their environment, discover any kind of threats at the AI level. And all of these, of course, in addition to that, the GitHub Copilot, are very specific types of copilots for developers, Power Platform, and so on and so forth. So there is a huge variety within the Microsoft ecosystem when it comes to the AI solutions. But before moving to the next part, again, I would like to have a very foundation or a very piece of information that is very simple, but yet it's very important of exactly what is a copilot. So as you can see, any AI solution within the portfolio at Microsoft is associated with copilot name. And I believe this is very brilliant because the branding or the name resembles the core capabilities and the core functionalities of this solution. So when you hear the term copilot, you instantly visualize someone sitting beside you and helping you with specific kind of tasks to let you focus more on what really matters. Either you are an executive, you are an HR, finance, IT, anything. You always have someone is there to help you with the tasks that usually take a lot of time and take a lot of effort, which will take us to the M365 Copilot. As promised, this is the main topic that we'll be talking about, and now we'll explore more about it. And again, while many AI solutions available in the market are considered as generalists AI solutions or generalists AI assistants, Copilot stands out because it's uniquely built for work. So it's mainly built for enterprises, for organizations, not just a personal chat experience that you can use it just to get information on how to do this or plan for your trip and so on and so forth. And the reasons behind or what makes the solution built for work is on this slide. So this is a high-level overview on the core capabilities that comes within the M365 Copilot. And again, what sets the Copilot apart from any solution in the market is it's more of a comprehensive platform rather than it's a single product or it's a single tool that only do specific functions or specific tasks. And the reason behind that, as we can see, starting by having the foundation LLMs or large language models, which is simply in the Copilot, mostly it relies on OpenAI models. So right now, if you're using Copilot already, you will be seeing that Copilot is, or the models within the Copilot are GPT-5 and GPT-5.2 as well. So already Microsoft relies on the best and the latest innovations from OpenAI. And whenever there is a new update or new enhancements from OpenAI, right away it's integrated within the Copilot. And the very interesting second capability, actually, what I think really matters, and the first thing that differentiates it from any other solution is Copilot can be integrated, or Copilot understands your business data because It has access to your Office applications, SharePoint, OneDrive, Teams. So it can access your Teams meetings, chats, emails that you have, even a meeting that you attended a couple of weeks back, and you need to recap or just remember specific points that were mentioned during this meeting. And again, from another point of view, Microsoft always respects customers' security and data confidentiality. And that's why already Copilot has the best-in-class data protection. By first of all, no one has access to your data. So your data is your data. So Microsoft will not use your data to train the models, will not use your data to share it with any external parties. Even each and every customer have their own dedicated resources allocated at Microsoft data centers. So this is how you make sure that your data is protected at rest and in transit, and it's already encrypted, of course. And even when it comes to the internal risks within the company, so Copilot comes into place and respects your existing permissions and security controls. So by that, for example, if you have someone working in the IT department or HR department or whatever, and trying to ask a Copilot a specific question, for example, about the salary wages of the CEO of your company. If you do not have a proper security foundation, so Copilot will not see any restrictions to get this kind of information. But if you have the proper security policies and user access permissions and labeling and so on and so forth, Copilot will restrict or will not get access to this kind of information for the user. And again, last but not least, of course, Copilot is integrated within the Office applications. So whenever you open a Word document, you will see Copilot is giving you a summary and helping you drafting document and so on and so forth. And another very interesting capability, actually it's a standalone product, but it comes as well as a lightweight version within the Copilot platform, which is the Copilot Studio. So simply, Copilot Studio it's a whole standalone product, and it's a very deep discussion. But just to give you a glimpse about this solution, it's the ability, or it's a low-code and a no-code platform that can help you customize your own Copilots or build your own agents for specific tasks that you're looking for. And this already comes within the Copilot as a lightweight version. As we mentioned so far, Copilot has access by default to your SharePoint, OneDrive, Office applications, Excel files, PowerPoint presentations, and so on and so forth. And of course, your Teams, meetings, chats, anything. But a very interesting question that you may be already asking is, of course, you may be having another type of data, either residing on another ERP system, non-Microsoft system, a CRM system that you need to integrate it and get information, for example, from it, if you are a sales, or even update it. And even if you have something on-premises residing on a server on-premises. So also this is possible. So you can extend the Copilot by connecting it to these different data sources. Of course, it can be Microsoft or non-Microsoft data sources using what we call the Copilot connectors. And this is how simple you can have just a comprehensive AI solution that can access your overall enterprise data. Also, as we can see, we are excited and optimistic about where we are heading. And I want to take a few moments within this slide to show you and reflect on just few scenarios, of course, where Copilot already shines. So whether you're drafting a document in Word, or even creating a presentation, analyzing a specific data for you that you have within Excel, or of course, sending meeting recaps using Outlook, summarizing lengthy email threads, Copilot shines on these scenarios and a lot more. And hopefully in the demonstration, we'll try to cover as much as we can on specific scenarios. And right now, we'll be launching another quick poll to gather your input as well about your own opinion. Which area do you want the AI or the Copilot specifically to improve within your day-to-day activities? What are the areas that usually take a lot of time from you, and you think that AI would be adding a lot of value on these areas? So I can give you a few moments as well before jumping into the next section. Okay, I think now we can move on. So let's take a closer look at these capabilities and similar capabilities with the next video. It will show us a quick demonstration about the key areas within the M365 Copilot. Okay, perfect. So now let's move to the real examples, and that's where things will get more interesting to see how this actually works in the real scenario. So let me stop presenting. Just if you can give me a thumbs up, or Iyad or Gift, if you can confirm if you can see the screen.
Yes, if we can see it.
Thank you. Okay, perfect. So as you can see, what is opening here in this window, first of all, this is what we call the Copilot UI. This is the user interface, and it's very user-friendly because it's very easy to navigate across different areas. And I will show you what are the differences between all these experiences shortly. But first, you can access it, of course, from the browser, from the web, or even from the desktop application and from the mobile application. You'll have this kind of the same experience across all these platforms. So starting with the very first experience, what usually I personally use the most, which is the chat experience. And as you can see within the chat experience, you have what we call the web. There is a toggle up here. There is the web experience and the work experience. And the main difference between these two experiences is actually the data sources the Copilot will be searching to get you your response or to get you the desired output. So the web scope simply, the Copilot will start searching in the models it uses. So for that, as you can see, you can even choose the type of the models manually or leave it as auto for the Copilot to decide the best model to use depending on your question or your request. So it will access the pre-trained data, which is the LLMs or GPT models, and also it will search the internet for recent updates or latest information. Of course, if you're a company that have specific regulations or security preferences, you can even disable this access to the internet depending on your preferences. In addition to that, you still can add manually the work content. You can, for example, I can upload a PDF file here that, to ask the Copilot for Web to summarize it. But for the work experience, everything in the web that we have talked about already included in the work. But in addition to that, it has access, as we discussed, to our internal data. So it can help me prepare for a meeting, for example, that I have next to my calendar. It can help me to create a business frequently asked question document based on anything. It can help me to recap a meeting that I had before. And from here, this is what we call the prompt gallery. So this is a huge library of prompts already tested from Microsoft and added for you to, if you don't know how to start, for example, this can help you so much. And you can even filter by the task you're trying to do, the job type, even the department or the industry you're looking for. So this is, first of all, the chat experience. Of course, you still have the voice chat or the voice experience. Instead of just typing, you can start talking with the Copilot. And of course, Arabic is supported as well. So moving to another experiences within the same UI is the search experience. So in the search experience, it's very helpful because it leverages the power of the AI to search across your organization by just mentioning a name of your colleague or even a keyword that you're looking for. So for example, if I type Copilot, it will start searching across our organization. It will give me all the results categorized based on the type of the information, SharePoint, email, Teams, and so on and so forth. And also for the create experience, this is where things can be really interesting for people usually generate content. It can be an image, it can be a PowerPoint presentation, or even you can create a video, as you can see, or design an infographic. And as we have seen in the video as well, this is what we call the agents store. So it's a huge library. For you, you can use different type of agents, either pre-built by Microsoft, or if your company already started building their own agents, you will see this here, or any kind of agents available from third-party vendors. All of this can be found within the agent store. And also the ability to create your own agent, it's simply, you can do it from here. So even if you want to build your own agent to do a specific task, for example, if you are an IT person working in IT department and you need just to create an agent to simplify your work, to answer common questions coming from your employees about how to reset the password, for example, how to configure a printer, all these kind of frequently asked questions, you can simply do it from here. And as you can see, Microsoft already gives you some template if you don't know how to start. So for example, if you're looking for something similar to this customer's insight assistant, you can simply choose the template, and here we go on the right hand side. You will see this is the UI of the agent, and this is how simple you can build this. Of course, you can customize it based on your needs, or even go to the describe tab and start mentioning exactly what you're looking for. So now let's get back to the chat experience and try a few examples. Let me start with the web scope to show you how easy this can be. So simply, I would ask the Copilot to summarize an article that I have here. I have it opened here. So this report is from Microsoft about how AI is impacting businesses globally. And as you can see, it's a very lengthy document. Definitely, I will not read this. So I will ask the Copilot to summarize the article in 3 bullet points. And why I'm specifying exactly that I need the 3 bullet points, because Copilot will follow what you ask. So it's like having a new intern or a new assistant for you, and you just needs to ask it to create a summary. So if you didn't ask your assistant, for example, or your intern, that you want the summary to look like that exactly, to be a Word document, for example, to be a paragraph format or whatever, so you can expect the output to be anything. And this is the same idea within the Copilot. So because I asked specifically that I needed as a 3 bullet points, so that's why I received the exact output I'm looking for. And even Copilot keeps giving me follow-up suggestions on how do I want to proceed with the conversation if I don't know how to proceed. So again, let's jump to the work experience. As you can see, as I mentioned, I can follow up or use it to prepare for a meeting that I have next. I can use it to recap a previous meeting that I had previously within my organization, or I can, for example, ask it to summarize the last emails I've received from a specific person. So for example, and once you type the backslash, you will start seeing that you will be able to reference people, files they may be having, meetings, emails, anything, SharePoint site chats, anything. And you can do this by the backslash, of course, or by using the plus sign here. I usually prefer the backslash. So you can use either one of them just for your preferences. Again, another type, as we mentioned, the create experience. This is really interesting because I'll show you a quick example how simple you can use it. I'll ask it to create, for example, an image or for example, I'll ask it to create an image for running shoes on a mountain rock. I can add content if I have specific preferences. I need it to generate something like it, or if I have specific branding kit or a specific style I need to use for this. But for now, let's click create. This can take a few moments. Just need to make sure that it's started. Okay, I can leave it, and for the sake of time, I can jump to another example within Word. So this is a Word document that I already have it open. It's an RFP, and this is mainly for demo purposes. So traditionally, whenever you open a document, for example, in Word, you will access it normally. But when you have the Copilot, you'll start seeing that Copilot is already giving me a summary for this document without even asking for it. And it's categorized based on the topic. And any time you'll see Copilot is giving you specific information, you'll find the citation, as you can see here. So for example, if I click on this, it will take me to the part where this part of information was introduced. And also you have a very interesting capability, is that even if you are just driving or on the go, you can ask the Copilot to generate a podcast format for this for this document as a summary, and you can just listen to it instead of even reading the summary. And also you can still use the Copilot plugin within the Word document to keep asking specific questions about the document that you still need answers for example. So let me get back to check this. Here we go. So we have our running shoes in a mountain rock. I can keep asking or fine tuning from here. I can add images, change the styles, for example. For example, I can ask it to make it rainy or anything until I reach out my desired outcome. So with that, let me get back quickly to our presentation. I'll stop sharing and get back to our presentation for the sake of time. 1 second. Okay, so that was a quick demonstration or scenarios. Of course, I know that there are a lot to experience and to show you within this comprehensive platform. Definitely, we're always here to discuss with you on one-to-one discussions if you have specific use cases, specific scenarios, or even specific in-app experiences. For example, for Excel, for the finance people, how to use Copilot for finance people in Excel specifically, how to use for marketing specifics. So we have a huge library as well for with scenarios for specific personas, or even we can develop depending on your own use cases. So now, after we have talking so far about the functionalities and how this solution is very competitive and very comprehensive, even Copilot stands out from the price point of view, because so far we have seen a lot of capabilities and a lot of functionalities within one single platform. And as you can see, the price per unit, the estimated retail price for Microsoft is at $30 per user per month. And even there is another type of SKUs we'll be discussing later about it, priced at lower level. But even if we have been talking so far about all the capabilities that we have seen, if you're looking just to have all these capabilities through different solutions available in the market, the cost will be rising so high. It will range from $160 per user per month to $180. So as we can see, that even from a price point of view, Copilot is very competitive and very comprehensive compared to having all of these capabilities. As we can see, either the chat capability, the agents, notebooks, create, and even the search capabilities. And these are the main competitors that in the AI landscape that is available in the market, and how Copilot is competitive from functionality perspective and security perspective, of course, and even from price point of view. So before we move to the next section, we'd like to have our last poll to gather your input. And the question is, what is the biggest barrier that is slowing your AI adoption in your company? Is it something related to the budget, the skills and the adoption, how to enable your employees, or the data readiness itself, because this can be very challenging as well and for some organizations. So please choose the option that best reflects your organization's reality. And with that, this concludes my part. And thank you, of course, so much. I hope that you really enjoyed the discussion as I was enjoying. So I will now hand over to Iyad to take us into the next sections. So hi, Iyad.
Hi, Saif. Thank you. Thank you very much. You take control. Sorry. So thank you so much, Saif, for that insightful walkthrough and powerful live demo. I'm sure everyone here now has a much clearer view of how AI and especially Microsoft Copilot is reshaping the way we work every single day. Now, with that great foundation set, it's my turn to share something exciting with you. I actually have some good news and some very good news to walk you through. So let's jump right in. This slide shows how Microsoft is not just adjusting the prices, it's adding value by including capabilities that customers previously used to purchase separately as an add-ons. So, for example, the Microsoft 365 E3 license, customers now getting additional Intune and security capabilities that would have cost over $14.5 per user per month if purchased individually. With the update of the pricing, the plan increases only by $3, adding this significantly more valuable components for less money. So for Microsoft 365 E5 license, Microsoft is adding the advanced security and AI features like the Security Copilot and Intune Suite with almost $11.6 per user per month. Also only adding or adjusting the price by $3 only. So going up from $57 to $60 per user per month, including all the added values and the capabilities that are worth 11.5 almost dollars. For the Microsoft 365 Business Premium license, Microsoft is adding 50 gigabytes mailbox. So the total mailbox would be 100 gigabytes for each user. And also maintaining the same price. So that would cost $2 additional dollars to add the 50 gigabytes, the additional 50, but Microsoft is not changing the price or adjusting the price. It's just adjusting the component of the license itself, which is, of course, making it more valuable as a license. I'm sorry. So here, before we dive into the numbers, I want to highlight something important that Microsoft has updated the pricing. It's officially announced that starting July 1st, 2026, the pricing of the licenses would be adjusted, as you can see on the screen. So these adjustments, of course, it reflects the continuous investments of Microsoft in the security, compliance, AI capabilities, and overall platform innovation. But here's the opportunity for you as a customer. The current pricing is still active today, which means you can lock in today's lower rates before the new price takes effect. So if you're a customer planning for renewal, if you're a customer planning for new licenses, for expansion, for user growth, this is the perfect time to act before the new pricing kicks in. So instead of seeing this as just a price update or price adjustment, view it as a strategic planning moment for you and your organization, where you can benefit from lower locked-in rates, more predictable budgeting, immediate access to Microsoft's latest security and AI features, and of course, long-term savings for licenses if you're already planning to use. So our role as Reliance Infosystems is to maximize the value, not just from technology perspective, but also from timing perspective. So we act as your consultant to guide you on both technology, of course, and also the timing is crucial. So on this slide, we're looking at the three Microsoft 365 Copilot offerings and the differences between them. First, we have the Microsoft 365 Copilot Chat. This is the entry-level experience, secure web-grounded AI. It's included in every Microsoft 365 license, and it gives users Copilot Chat inside the selected applications, and you can still use it along all applications. Next will be the Microsoft 365 Copilot, the full enterprise version at $30 per user per month. This includes everything in Copilot Chat, plus deeper business-grounded AI capabilities, full work-grounded Copilot inside Microsoft applications, Copilot Studio agents creation, as Saif mentioned, and enterprise-grade security and compliance. Finally, the newest SKU, Microsoft 365 Copilot Business, launching on December 1st at $21 per user per month. This is designed specifically for small and mid-sized businesses, supports up to 300 users, and requires a Microsoft base license, which is one of the three Microsoft 365 business plans, the basic, standard, premium. And this one brings a powerful AI capabilities at a more accessible price point. Overall, this helps customers understand where they fit, whether they need the basic chat experience, the full enterprise Copilot, including the Copilot Studio, or the new SMB-focused Copilot for business. So now I want to take a moment to highlight one of the biggest opportunities available today. Microsoft has introduced new Microsoft 365 plus Copilot business bundles, meaning that they combined productivity tools with AI in one simplified offer. So here you can take both together. So adding the $21 additionally to the original license cost. So you will have the three licenses for business. And now I will tell you about the very good news that we have is that these bundles are available only until March 31st, 2026, with a promotion up to 35% discount, which makes the timing extremely important for customers planning their AI adoption. And why you should see this as a big opportunity, because Copilot for Business normally comes as a separate add-on, purchasing it individually as a license. Now Copilot, making this as a bundle offer, much more cost-effective way to adopt both the main license plus the Copilot. So you get the full Microsoft 365 capabilities, AI embedded into the tools for all your employees, and a simplified, predictable cost per user per month. Okay. So now we have reached the questions and answers portion of our session. This is your opportunity to ask anything, whether it's about Copilot, licensing updates, AI adoption, security, or how these solutions can fit into your organization's strategy. So please drop your question. We'll make sure to answer it. And if we don't get your question, don't worry, we will follow up with you directly after the webinar. And now is the moment you have been waiting for. As a thank you for all our attendees for attending today's session, Reliance Infosystems is offering to all attendees a complimentary one-on-one advisory service. So this session is your chance to get started with Microsoft Copilot, to also answer all of your inquiries and questions in a one-on-one session if you want. So please use the shared QR code here to book your session with us today. And we will be reaching out to you to support with all your AI journey and capabilities as soon as possible. Thank you, everyone. I'll hand it over to Gift.
All right. Thank you, Iyad. So thank you once again, everyone, for joining today's session. We've come to the end of the webinar. So if you're yet to do so, please remember to scan the QR code or click the link in the chat to schedule your own free digital advisory session. We would really love to help you get started with AI. Would also like to help you accelerate your AI transformation journey. So please don't forget to do that. Also, do remember to follow us on our social media. We have handles on the screen. Please do well to follow us so that we can provide the support you need, the information you need as you navigate your digital transformation journey. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you once again for joining us. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, everyone.